Just make believe you're a tiny little seed.
We do this in partnership with the land, so let's listen to it. Let's listen to the land.
With the right amount of faith and the right amount of earth, you'll grow to see the sunshine on your day of birth. Let's listen to the land we all love. Nature's plan will shine above. Listen to the land, listen to the land.
Earth is a marvelous planet of growing things. What begins with the seed, driven by the wind, becomes a thriving complex of plants. Imagine that, bigger than life, you can almost see them growing, using the sun's energy to take minerals from the soil, gases from the air, and water to carry these to the leaves. Plants are wonderful pumping factories which make our proteins and carbohydrates through a process called photosynthesis. The challenge of the Great Desert is quite the opposite. Here the bright sun evaporates water quicker than nature can supply it. With the scorching heat and howling sandstorms, you can understand why many people feel the desert is too harsh a place to ever grow food. Too harsh a place, that's what the people once thought about this land. The vast American prairie confronted settlers with bad weather, natural brush fires, and swarms of locusts and other insects. But the land was there, immense and fertile. So the settlers persevered, and in time, much of the prairie became the family farm, flourishing with crops. It was a time of the old red barn, scarecrows, and animals in the yard. Let's take a closer look now at the past century of American agriculture. Small farms are being replaced by large-scale agriculture as growing food becomes more of a science and a way of life. We now have better machines, better seed, better fertilizers, best management, and better research, resulting in more food per acre. We've grown from the past right into the present, and we've seen a lot of changes. But what about the future? How can we make the tropics, the temperate zones, and the deserts of our world more productive? Well, folks, we're working on it. The crops you're about to see are alive and real. They grow summer and winter in sophisticated greenhouses. It's what we call Controlled Environment Agriculture, or CEA. Now, we don't think CEA will ever take the place of traditional agriculture, but it will help us increase productivity and begin to meet some of the challenges we've seen in these difficult areas. Due to the sterile conditions of these greenhouses, we ask that you please keep your hands inside the boat at all times and do not touch the plants. Thank you. These are the food plants of the tropics. On either side of the boat, you can see purple sweet potatoes, intercrop with cacao, and coconut palms. Intercropping is simply one way of growing more food in less space. On the left side of the boat, we have papaya, intercrop with the winged bean. The winged bean is one of the few plants in the world that is 100% edible. Tall stalks of sugarcane like these provide the world with 60% of its sugar. Throughout the world, there are only 8 plants that account for 90% of the food we eat. Most of that comes from only 3: wheat, corn, and rice, which you can see growing here on these rocky terraces. Palms like this peach palm and these coconut palms are a vital tropical source of food and fiber. Here on either side of the boat, you can see the mung bean, which is grown in the Orient for its highly nutritious seeds, edible pods, and young sprouts. Coming up on the right side of the boat, we have vanilla. Vanilla is highly valued for flavoring and is the only member of the orchid family which is edible. And here we have bananas. Bananas provide 1/4 of the world's entire fruit supply. A major source of protein, both now and for the future, is fish. Here in the aqua cells, we're studying new ways to grow fish, shrimp, and other kinds of seafood with aquaculture. Aquaculture is a controlled cultivation and harvest of aquatic plants and animals. In these small areas, we can harvest tons of aquatic foods. On the right side of the boat, we have paddlefish, a source of cultured caviar. Here in the shallow raceways of the aqua cells, we use special feed, recirculated water, and controlled light transmission, such as this experimental ray cover to get maximum growth out of our fish. On the right side of the boat, we have tilapia, and on the left, channel catfish. Here in the aqua tubes, we'll get a closer look now at some hybrid tilapia, American eel, and channel catfish. Remember the hot, dry desert? Intense sunlight in the desert grows high-quality crops and water can be provided. Drip irrigation systems like the black tube you'll see on the ground efficiently deliver water directly to the root zone. Technology like this is opening arid lands to agriculture. Also in the future, we'll use crops that require less water. Some examples include the buffalo gourd, which produces a starchy root, and seeds high in vegetable oil and protein. Waiuli, a potential source of high-quality rubber, and euphorbia, a potential source of gasoline. Sorghum, the world's fourth most important cereal crop, is very drought tolerant. Because greenhouses provide control of wind, temperature, and humidity, they're very useful throughout desert regions. Temperature control provides a year-round harvest, and with the vertical growing, production rates in the greenhouses are up to 10 times higher than in the open deserts. Air drawn through the fans on your left evaporates water to the wet beds on your right to cool and humidify the greenhouses. Here we have lettuce growing, and curling up the A-frames is Malabar, which is grown in India and used like a spinach. We are also researching advanced integrated pest management. We inspect our crops to identify problems and then select compatible pest controls. Some examples include the use of disease-resistant plants, steam sterilization of soil, sticky yellow tape to trap small flying insects, raising and releasing of pest-eating insects, and very carefully controlled pesticide spraying. Sensors, like the one coming up on your right, collect temperature, humidity, and sunlight information. Since these factors determine plant and pest growth rates, computer-based programs use them to help us reduce pests and produce more food. In case any of you are wondering, our growing areas produce tons of fish, tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce for our Epcot Center restaurants. Agriculture will change dramatically in our future world. Large vegetable factories near population centers will use innovative growing systems to produce more food. Here on all of our experimental conveyors, food grows in air via hydroponics. The 13 essential nutrients that plants normally obtain from the soil are dissolved in water, sprayed directly on the roots. Excess nutrient solutions then drip into the ponds below, where we grow watercress, also for our salads here at our Epcot Center restaurants. New crops will be developed, and some with special characteristics, like these halophytes, which grow on seawater and make a high-protein cattle feed. By simulating gravity, our spinning drums show one experimental approach to growing food in outer space. We can then produce food on planned orbiting stations and later on the surface of the Moon and Mars. Yeah. Back on Earth, we'll place an increased emphasis on conservation and human nutrition. Scientists use tools like computers, robotics, and biotechnology to make a tremendous impact on food crops and animals. They will develop more crops to fix nitrogen from the air, use water, light, carbon dioxide more efficiently, and resist insect and disease pests. Genetic engineering and improved disease control will increase the efficiency of animal production. So with exciting new technologies, creativity, and plenty of hard work, we can meet the challenge of producing abundant food for everyone, even in areas of the world once thought too difficult to harvest.
Nature knows everything that it must know. The earth and man can be good friends. Let's listen so our harvest time is moving. Let's listen to the land we all love. Nature's flame will shine and glow. Listen to the land, listen to the land.
For your information, we do have 2 other attractions here in the Land Pavilion. The Kitchen Cabaret, located to your right as you exit the boat, takes a lighthearted look at good nutrition, featuring your hostess, Miss Bonnie Appetit. On the second level of the building, we have the Harvest Theater, featuring the film Symbiosis, which takes a closer look at man's relationship to the land. If you are interested in exiting the pavilion, you must return to the sliding glass doors located on the second level of the building. That is our one and only exit back into the park. On behalf of crowds, Walt Disney World and myself, Ron, we hope you've enjoyed listening to the land. We ask that you please remain seated until the boat comes to a full and complete stop. At that time, please look around you, gather up all personal belongings, take young children by the hand, and watch your head and step as you exit from the boat. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your stay here at Epcot Center. Bye-bye, everybody.